Hey guys, it's Daryl here. It's Friday. It is 8 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. I usually don't like to do this and make like an update video, but I kind of had to today. Dealing with the riots in Minneapolis. Like I said in my other video, personally, I've gone the violent route before, and it haunts me still. So I can't say that I condone it, what's going on in Minneapolis, but as I said in the other video, I completely understand it. And again, I want to say, um, years ago, we had Colin Kaepernick trying to bring this exact issue to the public, to light, by peaceful means. This is exactly what he was talking about. It wasn't about the flag, and it wasn't about the national anthem. And that was obvious to anybody that wanted to understand it. Uh, and it caused him nothing but grief. I believe he lost his, he lost his job in the NFL, and but he made a stand for something he felt obligated because of his high visibility. That it was up to him to bring this, to make an issue of this, to bring this to light. And as a result, he was called the son of a bitch by the president. Get this son of a bitch off the field. And by a good portion of America, there was nothing but pure hatred for him. And instead of just trying to understand what he was doing, which wasn't that hard to understand, people just referred to him as a wealthy black man trying to get attention. That's what even people around me called him. People very close to me. All right, so this is the thing I want to make the video, what I wanted to bring up today. So the latest stuff that's almost happening in real time this morning, Friday morning. Now, a CNN reporter apparently was arrested in these protests still going on this morning that went on all through the night and for the last 3 days. I've been trying to find out more as to why a CNN reporter was arrested. I can't get any more on that. This just happened within the last hour or two, last couple hours. And then what I really wanted to talk about was Trump's response. His latest response was calling them thugs, and then it went on to say that they will take control of the situation. They will control it. And he went on to say that to the governor. He addressed this tweet to the governor that we in our military is completely with you. And then he went on to say that if basically he said that the military will start shooting, that the shooting will start. So in this tweet from the president of the United States, he's basically saying that he's going to start shooting rioters and protesters. He didn't say with non-lethal means. I don't know if we can assume that with real bullets, they're going to take out protesters in mass with guns from the army, from the military. If you look at the tweet, it doesn't specify, but the president of the United States has now said that he will control the situation by shooting the protesters if necessary. He didn't even say if necessary. He just said the shooting will start. It's something along the lines if the violence continues or something like that. The shooting from the military will start. And this is the road you go down when you refuse to address the situation. I liken it. It's like a cut on your arm. If you just look at it and treat it, take care of it, put a Band-Aid on it, antibiotics, it'll get better. But if you ignore it and then throw more dirt on it, it's going to get infected, and you might have to eventually cut it off. But you know what I'm saying? If you ignore something, a problem, it doesn't get better. And talking about shooting protesters, I'm even surprised. I'm surprised. The way I interpreted Donald Trump's tweet was he intends on sending the military and start shooting protesters. I can't imagine that's going to help the situation at all. And then I believe it's in, I think it's in Louisville. There's a whole other protest going on over another police shooting of a black woman back in March. And nobody wants to see this. Nobody wants to see this. But my point is, when you ignore something or you pretend it doesn't exist, like a lot of people did with Colin Kaepernick, just totally ignoring what his point was, what he was trying to protest, what he was trying to say peacefully. When you ignore that, and then the problem continues and gets worse, it's like a cut. What do you think is going to happen? It's not just going to go away. Your thoughts and prayers aren't going to just make something like this go away. It needs to be addressed. Yeah, and if this had been addressed instead, if Trump had sat down with Colin Kaepernick, imagine that, sat down and thought about it, police training, community intervention, something. Good chance that George Floyd would still be alive today if Trump had taken it seriously, instead of calling Colin Kaepernick a son of a bitch and just pandering to his base. And then his supporters have the nerve to say that we're not racist. We love black. There's black. And then they have the one black Trump supporter. If you guys have ever seen this is one thing that I don't even know it looks so obvious to me. There's usually like one black face behind Donald Trump at his rallies with a Blacks for Trump sign. I don't know. I guess Trump supporters will believe anything, though. All right, you guys have a good Friday.